Hey guys, welcome back to our Snorkeling Mauritius series on adventures and aviators. Today we're jumping in the water at Pointe, and as always, we are ranking this on our categories of location, water access, wildlife, water traffic, and facilities. And as always, we are ranking it on a scale of 1 to 5 manta rays.
5 manta rays.
So where is Pointe? It is in the north part of the island. It is very close to Grand Baie. And if you are familiar with any of the resorts up here, it is very, very close to many of those. But it's not especially close if you are staying in the south. It's about an hour from Port Louis, maybe just a little under 2 hours from other locations around the island, but it is very close to many of the resorts up north, very near Grand Baie in Bear. As you arrive, you'll be coming in on the main coastal road that is B13, and you're going to turn on, nicely enough, Pointe Road, and that is going to take you out to this little peninsula. And we're going to be on the northeast side of this peninsula today. We're going to take time a different day to talk about the southwest corner. But right as you get to the peninsula, you'll see a little area, and I mean little, that is reserved for parking. And by reserved, I mean it is parkable. There's a nice sign there. There's an actual trash can and some signs about treating the beach well. This is about as close as you're going to get in some parts of this island, and so that is the spot where you can park. There's about room for maybe 5 or 6 cars in that area right there. We arrived on a Saturday during off-season at around 9 or 9:30 and had the place to ourselves initially, for what that's worth. But by the time we got out, there were several other cars, and it was filling up very quickly. That was around 11 o'clock. So, as always, go early, have the place to yourself. So while it's not close for everybody, but it is near one of the major hubs for tourists on the island, I'm going to give this 4 out of 5 manta rays. Water access here at Pointe is very easy. There's a nice stretch of beach that goes all the way along the area. So there's going to be a handful of boats moored up there very close to the parking area. If you want to avoid those, just walk down the beach a little bit further. But it's a nice beach entry, very easy. You can get up to your knees very quickly. But it doesn't get super deep here, and so I wouldn't venture too far. So find a place that's comfortable for you. I always recommend floating as soon as you can so you don't disturb the bottom or potentially injure yourself. But because it's so easy, I'm going to give this the illustrious 5 out of 5 manta rays.
5 manta rays.
When it comes to wildlife, you'll see very quickly that this is a bit of a unique spot. As you get into the water, there's a bunch of grass and some really soft corals, lots of plant life in the shallow areas near shore here. And it's for this reason that you have at least the chance or the opportunity to see turtles. Now, I have yet to see a turtle here, and honestly, most of the turtles that I have seen have been really, really skittish just in Mauritius in general. But this is an area known for turtles. The further you go out, you get lots of beautiful soft corals, beautiful colors in this part, and it's significantly different than the snorkeling just a short ways away, maybe over in Beach or further along the west side of the island. So for that reason alone, I really enjoyed it. A lot of the fish are the same, but many different colors. We saw eels, we saw starfish, we saw, of course, the fun little Christmas trees here, which are really fun to play with. A whole variety of really beautiful fish, all inside the break here in this protected little bay. So because of its beautiful diversity, which is quite different than other snorkeling spots on the island, and the chance to see some turtles if you're lucky, I'm going to give this 3 out of 5 manta rays. Now, being that this is one of the busier spots on the island, water traffic is definitely a concern. There is a boat channel here, and it goes right along this beautiful peninsula here. So you want to get out of that area as quickly as you can. So a quick snorkel across this shore area to the more snorkelable and pretty areas that keep you safe from boat traffic. But boat traffic is definitely something you want to keep your eyes open for and your ears open for. You often hear that motor before you actually see the boat, if you've got your head in the water, of course. So be very cautious of boat traffic. We were actually here in low season, nice and early in the morning, and still had several boats that we had to keep an eye out for as they were passing by. But this is a nice big area. A lot of them are going to go outside of the break, but the main snorkeling is inside the break. For this reason, I'm going to give this 3 manta rays. When it comes to facilities, I mentioned the nice little parking spots here. Again, those are limited. And when it comes to actual facilities, any kind of shower, rinse, or toilets, there are none. So make sure that you come prepared, already done the things you need to do. Is that too much to say? Maybe. Well, anyway, we're only going to give this 2 out of 5 manta rays. Overall, I really enjoyed snorkeling this area, seeing some really unique things in a very shallow area. There's not a lot of depth here, so everything is nice and close to you. The visibility is okay, but the variety compared to other spots on the island was really, really nice. And so I recommend this as part of any snorkel lover's trip to Mauritius. Check it out, see some different things while you're here, and enjoy your time. Of course, as always, be safe. Leave this place nicer than you found it. and we'll see you next time.